Ever noticed how you can't stop watching those instant karma compilations? That's not an accident. Social media companies have discovered that Schadenfreude is their most powerful engagement tool, and they're using it to manipulate you in ways you never realized. You're scrolling through your feed, minding your own business, and then you see it. A skateboarder attempting a ridiculous trick and spectacularly wiping out. Or maybe it's someone trying to show off and immediately getting their comeuppance. Before you know it, 10 minutes have passed, and you've fallen down a rabbit hole of fails, faceplants, and instant justice. You might feel a little guilty, but you can't look away. What is it about watching others' misfortunes that is so incredibly captivating? The answer is a fascinating mix of psychology, algorithmic manipulation, and a primal human emotion that platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram have learned to weaponize for profit. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the billion-view industry of failure. We'll explore the secret science behind why your brain gets a kick out of these clips and how the algorithm knows exactly which flavor of fail will keep you hooked. This isn't just about a few funny videos. It's about a massive data-driven system designed to exploit one of our deepest, darkest psychological quirks. So, what's the secret sauce? It's a German word you might have heard before, Schadenfreude. It literally means harm joy, the pleasure we derive from seeing someone else suffer a misfortune. Sounds pretty rough when you think about it, huh? But it's just part of being human. Psychologists have dug into this for ages and found some interesting reasons behind our feelings. First, there's the social comparison theory. When we see someone else fail, especially if they seemed a bit arrogant or were trying to show off, it can make us feel better about ourselves by comparison. Our subconscious mind goes, well, at least I didn't just try to jump over a swimming pool and land in the bush. It's a quick, cheap ego boost. Another major factor is a sense of justice. This is where instant karma videos come in. When we see someone being a jerk like cutting in line, being rude to a service worker, or driving recklessly, and they immediately face a consequence, it feels incredibly satisfying. It shows us that the world has its own rules. Bad actions lead to bad results. It's like a quick morality lesson. Our brain's reward center lights up with a little dopamine rush, just like when we enjoy tasty food or score a win. And guess what? Social media didn't just accidentally tap into this magic. They have mountains of data on what you watch, how long you watch it, what you share, and what you comment on. Fail videos, epic pranks, and instant karma are engagement gold. They keep you glued to the screen, and that watch time? Seriously, it's through the roof. You'll want to rewatch it for that epic moment. Everyone's tagging friends saying, "This is so you," and flooding chats with laughing emojis. It's hilarious. Every single one of these actions is a massive green light to the algorithm telling it, this content is highly engaging. Show it to more people. The algorithm doesn't care about the why. It doesn't understand Schadenfreude or justice. It only understands data. It sees that videos labeled fail, instant karma, or funny accidents consistently outperform other types of content in raw engagement metrics. So what does it do? It pushes them harder. It creates a feedback loop. You watch one fail video, and the platform's recommendation engine immediately says, "Oh, you like that? Here are 10 more just like it." This is how you end up in those endless scroll sessions. The algorithm has identified a weakness in your psychological armor and is expertly exploiting it to keep you on the platform for as long as possible. Let's break down the different flavors of fail videos because the algorithm has categorized them too. First, you have the hubris and humiliation category. This is the classic show-off fail. The guy at the gym trying to lift way too much weight, the influencer trying to get the perfect selfie in a precarious spot, the parkour enthusiast overestimating their abilities. The subtext here is, they had it coming. The Schadenfreude is strong with these because it's linked to a perceived arrogance. We don't feel too bad for them because, in our minds, their ego needed to be checked. Then there's the unexpected chaos category. This is where things go wrong in a completely surprising way. a gender reveal party that sets a field on fire, a simple cooking tutorial that ends with an exploding blender. These are funny because of the sheer absurdity and the subversion of our expectations. We expect one thing to happen, and something completely different and disastrous occurs. Our brain loves this kind of surprise. It's a pattern interrupt that grabs our attention. Finally, there's the most powerful category: instant karma, or justice served. These videos are the algorithm's secret weapon. They combine the pleasure of schadenfreude with a powerful sense of moral satisfaction. The driver who cuts someone off only to get immediately pulled over by a hidden police car. The bully who gets stood up to and trips over their own feet. These clips don't just make us laugh. They make us feel like justice has been restored to the universe, however small the incident. The emotional payoff is huge, which translates to likes, shares, and comments like, "Yes, they deserve that." This emotional reaction is what the platform is monetizing. So how do they monetize it? Well, the longer you stay on the platform, the more ads they can show you. It's that simple. Fail compilations are a goldmine for this model. They're usually long videos on YouTube, like 20 or 30 minutes, packed with tons of short clips, perfect for slipping in those mid-roll ads, because you're in a passive, entertained state. Just waiting for the next hit of dopamine from the next clip, you're less likely to be annoyed by an ad and click away. You're going to keep scrolling for that next epic fail, right? TikTok and Instagram make it so easy to cash in with those addictive clips and ads popping up everywhere. Because you're already in a rapid-fire consumption mode, your brain barely registers the difference between a fail clip and an ad. You just keep scrolling. The companies behind these platforms have spent billions of dollars on engineering their recommendation systems to be as addictive as possible. They've run countless A/B tests to figure out the perfect sequence of videos to maximize your session time. They know that a justice-served video followed by an unexpected chaos video might keep you engaged for 0.5 seconds longer than the other way around. When you multiply that by billions of users, those fractions of a second add up to millions of dollars in ad revenue. You think you're just killing time, but you are an active participant in a finely tuned, global-scale psychological experiment designed to sell your attention to the highest bidder. But is there a downside to consuming all this content? While it might seem like harmless fun, some experts argue there could be a cumulative effect. Constantly consuming content centered on others' pain and humiliation, even in a funny context, can subtly desensitize us. It normalizes laughing at misfortune. The line between a harmless, low-stakes fail, like someone slipping on a banana peel, and a genuinely dangerous situation can become blurred. We've all seen videos where someone is clearly hurt, yet the comments are filled with laughing emojis. This is a potential side effect of the algorithm's optimization for engagement. The system doesn't differentiate between a funny slip and a serious injury. It only sees that the video is getting views and shares. This can create a content ecosystem that rewards increasingly extreme or dangerous fails because they generate an even stronger reaction. Furthermore, it's important to remember that behind every one of these viral clips is a real person. For them, it wasn't a 10-second funny moment. It might have been a moment of intense embarrassment, pain, or a costly mistake. While we're laughing, they're dealing with the real-life consequences, which are now permanently archived and viewed by millions online. The digital world has a way of disconnecting us from the humanity of the people on our screens. The algorithm amplifies this disconnection because it profits from it. So, what can we do? The goal isn't to stop watching funny videos or to feel guilty every time you laugh at a fail compilation. It's about being a conscious consumer of media. The first step is simply awareness. Understanding why you're being shown this content and the psychological buttons it's pushing is incredibly powerful. The next time you find yourself deep in a fail video rabbit hole, take a moment to ask yourself, why am I watching this? How does it make me feel? Is the algorithm leading me, or am I in control? You can also actively curate your feed. If you feel like you're seeing too much of this content, use the not interested or show me less of this functions on the platform. This sends a direct signal to the algorithm to adjust what it shows you. Engage more with the content you genuinely want to see, whether it's educational, inspiring, or creative. The algorithm is a tool, and you can train it to work for you, not against you. Instead of being a passive recipient of whatever the machine decides will keep you hooked, you can become an active architect of your own digital environment. Remember, social media platforms are not neutral. They are businesses designed with a specific goal to capture and hold your attention. By understanding their methods, especially their use of powerful psychological triggers like Schadenfreude, you can reclaim your time and your focus. So next time you see an instant karma video, enjoy the moment of satisfaction, but also give a little nod to the complex system that put it in front of you. You're now in on the secret. Thanks so much for watching. It's a complex topic, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you find yourself watching a lot of these videos? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of social media. See you in the next one.